It's cut every direction.
Yo,
My head now, man.
yo, this the gentleman.
Yeah, this is ill way.
All right, man. This is our first live show. We're officially live right now,
Yeah.
man. So we got a lot of hip hop to talk about, man. For starters, let's get to the whole meat of some stuff that have been happening for like a week or so. Before we ended up deciding to do the live show. And that's, Nicki Minaj, she had dropped her 2 tracks, Chung Lee and Barbie Teens. I listened to it.
Yeah.
You listened to it.
Yeah. Let's not say teens, bro. I'm putting that H in there. I'm sorry, man. Barbie Teens. Barbie Teens.
Okay, man.
I ain't rolling with that, dog. Nope.
All right, so what did you think? What did you think of initially of the both tracks that she dropped?
Chun Li was cool. I like Chun Li. It was cool.
Right.
It still to me don't sound like a single. You know what I'm saying? Neither does that Barbie Things. Like they both sound like album fillers, like tracks that you'll skip over, or you know what I'm saying? It'd be like track 8 or 9 on the album, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think both of them is like that for me. Like neither one is like something that should be on the radio like that. It'll be getting airplay. I don't see it.
Man, okay. When I first heard Chung Lee, I listened to Chung Lee first. And when I first heard Chung Lee, I was like, okay, she had her good wordplay. Everything seemed to be coming together. Everything seemed to be going well. But then for some reason, the thing that I had a big issue with was the fact that she kept using the bridge and the hook. It was like, so it's like if you take away as much as she used the bridge and the hook, all she had really was, I would probably say, a verse and a half, or maybe not even a full verse. Like it, I don't know, man. It was like the song was more filler than anything. Like it could have been better. I thought it was a cool record.
It was a filler record. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I don't see it as one of them songs that's gonna do it for you know what I'm saying? Like
now,
the presentation of both the records was cool.
Yeah, the presentation, the rollout was dope as hell, Yeah. But the one thing that me and you both talked about, and I said to you, I said, man, before we even heard the song, I said, man, that Barbie Teens record look like that's gonna be the record she'll be dissing somebody on. And sure enough, when I heard the record, she was taking shots at Remy on the record and all of that. And okay, this is my whole thing, and I like 50 Cent. He my boy, but I blame 50 Cent for this.
Okay.
When it comes to beef, it don't matter if you have the records or if you're selling the records. It's about your lyrical ability and if somebody is whooping your ass. Point blank.
Indeed.
With 50 did is now basically said, no, you only win if you got the hit record. So when she took her shots at Remy on the records and on that record and was like, oh, your dumb ass is still dissing, but you ain't got no hits. It's like, technically you already lost that battle.
Straight up, leave it alone.
Like you took that KO. Regardless if Remy dropped a hit or not, you took that KO. Exactly. Nothing against your legacy, but that's an L you're gonna have to hold. Now,
stop bringing it up because now you just look ass hurt about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't like the way that went down. You feel me? Like, you just gonna keep on trying to prove yourself,
right?
That's gonna make you look whack in the end. You know what I mean? Like, all right, man. Like, you couldn't hang with her in the beginning. Why even keep taking these shots now?
Man, facts, man. And that's the thing that just threw me for a loop with those records, because to me both of those records was cool, but it was like it was filler with the hook, the bridge, and it was like a verse here and then back to the hook, the bridge, and it was like, is this what we're really going into? Because of course we're in the hip hop era of people only know the beat and the hook, so that's what everybody trying to do now. Like, I'm not really understanding.
Tell you what, man, you put a lot more stock in it than I did, because I listened to it and was like, all right, and went on to the next one and was like, all right. And I was on whatever else I was listening to. I don't even remember. But I tell you that. I gave it a once over. I probably should have listened to it more than once. Well, both of them. You know what I'm saying? To get a full assessment. But yeah, I man, it was all right. It's cool records.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna say they whack.
Oh no. The records wasn't whack. They wasn't whack at all. To me, they were actually better than the records that she had did when her and the Remy beef was first very heated.
Oh yeah, them 3 records that she put out.
3 records that she put out. Those 2 records was better than the 3 records that she put out to me.
Yeah,
And the one thing I will never say, I've always talked about Nicki's lyrical ability. I mean, again, she out-rapped Jay and Kanye on Monster. She stood toe-to-toe with Eminem on Roman's Revenge. The woman got bars. Where are the bars? Where are the bars, man?
Whoa. So you saying she ain't had no bars in the songs, huh?
It was too much filler for me to say she had bars. It was too much filler. Literally, when I think about the songs, the first thing that pops in my head is both of the hooks. Like literally, that's what pops in my head.
The album covers pop in my head. That's it. That's it, bro. The Chun-Li with the, you know what I'm saying? She had the Chinese style hair and whatnot. I remember that. And I remember her standing, you know, looking like a emperor or something on the other cover. That's it. Bars. I think the one thing I remember was in Barbie Things when she said something about you still on a show, you need to take your chips and dip or something like that. That's all I remember.
Right. And then of course, you know, she did the interview. She talked about how the Cardi B thing had hurt her or whatever. And to me, this is my beef with that interview.
Oh, so you watched it?
I didn't look at the whole interview, but I watched like that part where, you know, she did get teary-eyed about the Cardi B thing. But in the interview, she was saying that she knew about Cardi B being on the record. If you remember when Motorsport first came out, she claimed that she never even knew Cardi B was supposed to have been on the record.
Yeah.
So to me, it was like, okay. And then we live in the internet age where you got to be careful what you say because fans will go back and dig that shit up real quick, especially if it's people that hate you and they'll throw it back in your face. So it was like, okay, which one was it? Did you not know she was on the record or did you know she was on the record?
Yeah, all these doggone rappers be contradicting themselves, man. Like, you better stay true to your word because just like you said, people will dig that shit up and be like, nah, nigga, that ain't what you said. That ain't what you said. Now, are you lying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially if it's fans that do not like you. Especially if it's fans that don't like you.
You'll make a liar and an asshole out you all day. Especially on shit.
Man, so of course, you know, Cardi B, she dropped her album. We talked about it briefly on the last episode. You know, I thought it was a pretty cool album, you know, even though like it seemed like it was rushed, but at the same time, it was like anticipated so much that, you know, she hurry up, did her gold thing. Of course, we ain't gonna really go into it because we talked about it on the last show. But with those two, I feel like this. I don't know. Well, rap is competitive, period. But it seems like they get the women to compete with each other a little bit more.
Yeah, because it's only be like 3 or 4 of them at a time, if that many.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh no, my girl better than your girl and all that type of stuff. You know, in hip hop with dudes being, you know, pretty much majority of them, we won't have to really compare them like that, even though we do.
Right. And that's why I feel like it's enough room for Cardi B. It's enough room for Remy. It's enough room for Nicki. It's enough room for plenty of these other women rappers that are out there, you know, the Rap Cities of the world, you know, the Jean Greys of the world, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, as long as you dope, man, I don't care if you sell 10 copies. I'm going to buy your record. Point blank, period.
All right, dig. You said you listened to the album, Cardi B, right?
Yeah.
Did you like it? How was it for you? Because I forget what you said.
I thought it was a cool album. Like it most definitely, like some of the songs will get rotation from me again.
Yeah, she got joints on there. Oh yeah, she got joints.
She got some joints on there. Now the Detroit question, how we ask it, like, okay, if you lost the album, would you go get it again?
Get the hell out of here. It ain't like that for me.
No, I probably will bootleg it the second time.
Okay, now look. have you been realizing there's been a bunch of people just jumping out the window about this album?
I mean, well, you got to also understand. She had a lot of buzz behind her, so people really wanted that record.
Exactly, and people, I think they putting a lot of mustard on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they really making it seem like this record was great, and I'm like, I ain't gonna say all that. Like it was a good album. It's good. It's a good album.
All right. So speaking of albums, okay. Let's see. Let's run down the list. Kanye West just announced that he's dropping a new album in June.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an EP.
It's supposed to be an EP. It's supposed to be only 7 tracks. Then he turned around and he's supposed to be doing a joint album with Kid Cudi. Okay, now my first question for you is, are you interested in this Kanye West album?
Yeah. I want to see what he's been working on. What he been I don't know. I'm always willing to check out Kanye's work. You know what I'm saying? Even though with that whole Trump situation, I already told you my feelings about that. Like, man, he can kiss my man, get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? But no, as far as his music, yeah, I want to hear it. But as far as the Cudi situation, I still ain't caught that bus yet. I ain't on the Cudi bus. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard nothing recent from Cudi. Like, I know he's been putting out work, but
yeah, last time we talked, you said he had like 6 projects or something like that.
Yeah,
all I remember was like maybe 3. So
like
in there on you.
I will say this: I thoroughly enjoyed the Man on the Moon series from Kid Cudi, and it was like
2? Or was it 3?
It was 3. It was 3 total.
It was a trilogy. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and I will probably say after that, I stopped listening to Kid Cudi after that, after the Man on the Moon series. So I mean, look, I'm still, you know me, I'm one of them guys that still want to hear that good stuff. Do I think Kanye got that good stuff in him? Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I still never heard Life of Pablo in its entirety because it scares the shit out of me because of how disappointed I was with Yeezus.
Oh, Life of Pablo was good. That was a good album.
I still never heard it. I still never heard it.
That project is way better than that one. But yeah, Life of Pablo. Yeah, it cuts on there.
How Yeezus scared the shit out of me. I'm scared to listen to Life of Pablo. I really, really am. Like,
no, check it out. It's worth it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give it a shot. But okay, so Kanye announced a new album. Drake just now announced that he's dropping Scorpion. I think it's supposed to be in June.
Yep.
Are you interested in the Drake album?
No. I'm tired of Drake, man. That's just like asking me if I'm interested in a new Migos album. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave us enough music. I'm still eating off these tracks. You know what I'm saying? Off these albums that they dropping. They give you a single every month now. Shit. I'm like, man. And then anytime he drop a single, that mud just play heavy. Even though I don't listen to the radio. But I'm saying, dog, you can't escape that dude. So it's like, you ain't giving me nothing to want for. Like, yeah. I don't need a Drake album right now. I got enough Drake. You know what I'm saying? Got enough.
I'm interested in hearing it. I want to hear the direction he go with the whole.
I believe he's gonna have some voice on there.
I mean, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You know, the direction he's going with the album. Of course, you know. I mean, the title, it says a lot. You know, so it could play on a lot of things. So I mean, I'm interested in hearing what he have to say. And to be honest, the singles that he dropped, I still haven't listened to none of them.
Damn. So you ain't heard guys playing?
No.
How did you dodge that? That shit is on everywhere. They're just on commercials.
Well, you know, I don't listen to radio, so.
I don't either. What I'm saying, I can't dodge it, man. Even when I go to like my Rhapsody subscription, it's up there. Boom. You want to listen to this? I'm like, no. Even though it was a joint, God's plan is the joint. Now,
I'm a look.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I'm saying, but that new song, what is it called? Nice for What? I haven't heard that yet.
I haven't heard it. Again, he put out so far what, 3 singles? 4?
I'm like that.
I haven't heard them.
You know, he put out that what was it, an EP with 4 songs. I forget what it was called.
I thought those shits were singles.
See, look at you, man. You ain't keeping up with your mans, dog. You just checking them out, holding them down.
But I blame this on you, and I'm gonna tell you why I blame it on you. Because I thought those were singles, and you are big on. I'll hear one single, but I don't want to hear nothing else until the album come out. And I started following your blueprint, so it's like whenever I hear one single, I don't want to hear nothing else. Like when I first heard the first Prime 2 single that they dropped with Dave East.
Yeah, Era.
Yeah. I didn't want to hear nothing else until I heard the Prime 2 album.
Exactly.
So when I heard these, I didn't even know these was EP tracks that Drake was dropping. I just was like, oh, these singles, I'm not gonna listen to it until the album drop. I just want to hear the whole album in its entirety to give my thoughts and opinions, because I've learned that certain singles fit the album for a certain reason. And it's like, if you hate a single, you really ain't gonna understand the album or whatever, because you be like, man, I done heard the single enough, so I'm gonna just go ahead and skip over it. You know?
Man, I tell you what. Remember when Kendrick dropped I? To Pimp Butterfly?
Yeah.
I hated that damn song. Oh, man. But you know me, usually when singles drop, I'm like, nah, that ain't the one. Nope.
Right.
Yeah. And he messed around, got NBA contracts off of it and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was playing his song during, like, the NBA, like, the championship. What was it? Playoffs. During the playoffs and all that type of stuff. So the album's dope. So we'll see what Drake does.
Right. Okay, so besides, you know, all of these albums that's supposed to be dropping soon, of course, J. Cole pulls another rabbit out the hat.
Oh yeah,
and does in his J. Cole form, drops an album with no promo, no nothing. He just was like, "Yo, it's dropping this week. Go get my shit."
Yeah,
and of course the album
like Monday or Tuesday, didn't?
Yeah. Actually, they said, and I think they said he planned it, but right after Drake announced that Scorpion was coming out next month, the following day, J. Cole was like, yo, my new album dropping on 420. Go get it.
Hey.
So KOD drops. We gave it a few days to listen. I listened to it a couple of times. I'm sure you listened to it a couple of times. What you think, man?
I like it. It's a yeah.
No, give me the Illway scale. Give me the Illway scale.
Yeah, you talking about the you already know. Whack. Okay, or you know, good. Then you got nice. That's number 3. You got cold, and then you got dope. I'm gonna roll with cold. This album, I can't really say dope yet. I gotta listen to it a couple more times, but it's cold. It's cold.
Oh yeah.
Listening to.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I love this album. From beginning to end. I listened to this album a total of 3 times. Okay. I love this album from beginning to end. I listened to it twice when it first dropped, and then I let it sit for a day, and then I turned around and listened to it again for the following day to see if I had that same feel. I had that same feel. I enjoyed that album from beginning to end. The production, where he was going with the lyrical content, the storytelling, of course, you know, and to me, it's a message behind, to me, and this is the message I got from behind the title of the album and where he was going with the album. To me, this was like a letter to all of the new rappers, the little this, little that, and all of these drug using rappers. Dude, he basically was like, we have a bigger power in our hands than what's going on right now than y'all 15 minutes of fame to talk about a 15-minute high, 20-minute high, or an hour high. And y'all can mess around and possibly kill a lot of y'all fans that's following y'all that think this shit is cool.
Mm-hmm.
All the way down, like he literally breaks it all the way down. You know, of course, I know you said you enjoyed the track ATM. That was your shit.
Yeah.
Man, I liked 1985. I liked ATM. Like I said, I love the whole album, dog. Like this, to me, this was an amazing album. And again, of course, to me, J. Cole is the only rapper that could get away with I'm releasing the album this day, no promo, go get it. I don't think no other rapper can pull that off.
You say he's the only rapper that can do that?
I think he's the only rapper that could pull that off. I mean, I'm talking about as far as the new generation.
Nah, Drake can do it. Matter of fact, when did More Life didn't have that much promo, did he?
He promoted though. He promoted. He most definitely promoted.
Because I remember he was like, "This ain't an album. This is a playlist and all that type." You know what I'm saying?
It was a fucking album.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't on some of them tracks though. There was a couple tracks he wasn't on. But nah,
I mean, Dr. Dre was on a bunch of tracks on the Chronic, but that bitch was still a Dr. Dre album.
Kendrick can do it. There's a few cats that can do it.
I don't know. Like I've seen Kendrick move on the whole one single and then the album drop. I've seen Drake move on 2 singles and the album drop. But J. Cole been on this Twitter. The album coming out this day, go get that shit.
Mm-hmm. That's just the way he moving in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, skip it. I'm gonna put it out like that. You gonna see, like I said, Drake and all them, they're gonna start doing that too. Watch. Because they're like, shit, it worked for him. Let me see if I can. And you know they all in like friendly competition with each other anyway.
Almost definitely.
So it's like, oh man, you can do that. Yeah, look, watch this. Let's see how many I sell and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He matter of fact, he broke a record, didn't
he? Yeah, he broke Taylor Swift record.
Yeah. For the most day.
And you know what I forgot to ask you? What I always ask you before we start the show.
That wasn't my phone.
Oh man,
that's somebody else's phone that's plugged up to my computer. Because you know I got a MacBook or whatnot, and they got the information and all that type of stuff. Anyway, shit, it ain't my phone. Don't blame me.
All right, so okay. Speaking of records, or albums, somebody is doing double duty this year. He just dropped his joint release, Prime 2, Royce 5'9", the DJ Premier. If y'all have not heard it, go get it. That album is crazy. But Royce is coming back with Book of Ryan. He already released the single Stay Woke.
Stay Woke.
Yeah, he released a single called Stay Woke. Have you heard it?
Nah.
I listened to it.
Uh-oh. How it sound?
That motherfucker nice as hell. He talk about some real stuff on there. He talk about, him being sober because of Eminem, Eminem being sober. Speaking of Eminem, I want to congratulate Eminem. If a lot of people don't know, he just got his 10-year sober chip.
Yeah.
Yesterday. 10 years sober, so that's what's up.
That's a long time. Woo.
Yeah, but Royce, Royce was talking about, him being sober because of M and, him not drinking no more and stop being an alcoholic and all of that. And I mean, it was a pretty solid album, man. Of course, with Royce, the bars are there, so you ain't got to search hard for them. The bars are there.
Hold on. Did you listen to Joe Budden's podcast this week?
No, I haven't listened to it this week. I'm 2 episodes behind, so I got to catch up.
All right, man. He played a track on there from Royce that damn near didn't even sound like Royce. Man, I don't know if it was the Stay Woke track or whatnot, but man, that mug, I just kept bringing it back. Like, oh shit! Like I kept bringing it back. Man, that dude was going, dog. I'm like, ooh,
man.
I wonder.
Joe Budden's podcast is funny as hell, man, because of the stuff when he was talking about that Eric Bellinger, Tory Lanez beef.
Yeah.
Let me not jump off subject. Anyway.
No, go ahead. Say that and we'll get back to it. Go ahead.
So Book of Ryan's supposed to be Royce called it his most personal album. It's supposed to be dropping in May, if I remember correctly. I'm looking forward to it because I love Royce, man. Royce be rapping his ass off, man.
Indeed.
So he gets busy.
Looking forward to that, man.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Joe Budden and Royce, two members of Slaughterhouse, Crooked I just announced that he's no longer a part of Slaughterhouse. He said he's done with the group. He was like, he's seeing everybody else doing their own thing. And he was like, he's been sober 2 years now because he got sober. He was like, he's been sober 2 years now. He was like, he just enjoys doing one thing, and that's rapping. And he was like, he don't know why the group is in turmoil. He was like, the Glass House album is finished. It is out there. He was like, he don't know if it's going to ever see the light of day. He was like, but if it does see the light of day, of course, he'd be willing to reunite with the group to promote it and go on tour or whatever needs. He said, but his focus is getting to the music.
They need to drop that album, man. Damn this. I'm tired of this, man. Like, that album supposedly got a bunch of Just Blaze beats on there. I need to hear this album.
I agree.
I don't give a damn if the lyrics is old. So what? Drop it.
And what and remember Joe Budden said on the podcast, he was like, he got the album on his phone. Just Blaze came out and said he don't know what album Joe got on his phone, but he got the actual album. So it ain't no telling how many songs they recorded for this album.
Right.
I want to hear it. Release that motherfucker for free or something. I want to hear it.
Man, you can stop playing. But anyway, I just looked up Royce. The song that I was talking about that he played on the show is called Dumb. Man, you got to hear that joint, dog. I just saw it. It's in Rhapsody, so I'm about to check that out as soon as we done, dog. That shit crazy.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. So I'm looking for more. I most definitely am looking forward to Book of Ryan. So that's the number one thing I'm looking forward to. I hate that Slaughterhouse did the split and all of that, man. I love Slaughterhouse, so I was just really looking forward to them boys getting busy on some things, man. Go ahead.
2 solid albums, so at least they did that. Because some groups, they always talking about, like the 4 Horsemen. Remember Cannabis, Razzcast, and
Killer Priest.
Killer Priest, never drop shit. You know what I'm saying? It's another group out here too on the West Coast. They got MC8 in there. I think Corrupt's in this one too. And I forget what they call themselves, but I don't think that shit gonna see the light of day. So at least
you're right. We got 2 solid albums from them, two solid mixtapes.
Yep.
And 1 EP.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So Slaughterhouse gave us some material, man. I just hate that it ended, man. Like those four Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden, Crooked I, Royce 59. Yeah, they was something special, man.
Yeah.
Man,
there's a lot of people complaining about them too, though, man. Like these niggas, these long ass verses, man. Like, god damn. Like every song,
they had a story to tell.
4 verses.
They had a story to tell, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't complain. Shit, I used to put them 8-minute ass tracks on and let that bitch drag.
I don't know about no 8 minutes, dog. That's a little bit. That's
bad.
That freak of the week. Knee deep. Funk. What's that shit? Parliament Funkadelic when they made them 12-minute ass songs, man. Like, I can't do it. I ain't got that much patience.
Shit, I do, especially for some lyrical content. I be trying to get all that shit.
Shit.
I be trying to hear the story, like what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
You definitely joke, listener.
Yeah. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, we talked about him earlier. First rapper to win the Pulitzer Prize Award. That was dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Big salute to Kendrick for that. But I saw an article on Hip Hop DX where RZA came out and said GZA should have won one for Liquid Sword.
Yeah. Shit, Liquid Swords is the joint, dog. Like, that's probably top 5 of the Wu-Tang solo projects that came out. It got to be top 5, if not top 3. Liquid Swords was crazy, dog. Especially, remember that joint, Bible, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth?
Yeah.
That joint flipped out. I didn't know that was an acronym that was already out here like that. I thought he made that up.
Right.
Yeah, but supposedly that's been an acronym for that. That was tripped out to me. Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you that GZA said that. I mean, to me, I feel like it's a couple of rappers though that should have won, you know, Pulitzer Prizes for their work. You know, I mean, it was just good to see that Kendrick Lamar had got the look or whatever. So trust and believe a couple of more hip hop artists down the road probably will get that look or whatever. So to me, I think it's dope. But you know, RZA came out and was like, "Yo, GZA deserved one a long time ago for Liquid Swords."
Hey, let me tell you something. Damn was a dope album, of course.
Yeah.
But do you think this one was the one that was deserving of it, or
Good? He could have got it for To Pimp a Butterfly.
What's To Pimp a Butterfly? Like it almost seemed like they playing catch up. Like, okay, we done missed him twice. Let's go on and just give it to him. You know, like even though it's still a good look, but I think y'all overlooked him twice. You know what I'm saying? So
he most definitely should have got it for To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, that's
just my personal opinion. Like, Damn is a good album, but a Pulitzer Prize award that should have went To Pimp a Butterfly. But I think To Pimp a Butterfly, that motherfucker was Wakanda filled with vibranium before the movie dropped. Like shoot, that was the original Wakanda soundtrack right there, baby.
That dude wasn't playing. A lot of people would say that he started this whole movement as far as like Black United, Black Love, you know what I'm saying? Blacks telling their stories and all that type of stuff. And he made it. I'm talking about like pretty much putting it in the music. You know what I'm saying?
He made it cool again, because we had that back in the day.
Of course, Public Enemy. Yeah,
Negative Tongues, baby. You know, with all the negative tongues, you know, Tribe, Daylight, Younger Brothers. You know, we had all of that. So he made it cool again. He made it cool again to say, yo, this is what's up.
Black is beautiful.
Exactly. You know, so with that, okay, we got Damn. Where do you go from here when you're Kendrick Lamar? Because to me, he's 3 for 3 with albums.
Yeah.
He's 3 for 3.
Yeah, and if you want to count Section 80 as his first release, he's 4 for 4.
Yeah. Like, it's not too many rappers that has that kind of credibility that, like, this album was cold. This album was cold. This album was cold. This album, like.
And they all different. All got different sounds.
Yes. Yes. So it ain't like, oh, man, you should stay with this sound or you should stay with that sound. Like, he really is evolving through each album. That's crazy. That's talent.
And every time, heck yeah. Because man, there was somebody else I was thinking about who did something. Anyway, I don't know. But you ever checked out Ab-Soul?
Yeah, I listened to Do Without, what's it called? Do Without Thou Wilt.
Do Without Wilt.
Do Without Wilt. And then it was the other one he had put out before that one.
These Days?
Yeah, These Days. Them the only two I listened to from him.
No, you got to check out, what the hell is the name of it? Mental, I forget, but that shit, god damn it. Don't make me look it up. But anyway, man, that's so crazy. Pretty much everybody in that whole collective is crazy, man. Like, do you listen to Schoolboy Q like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about J-Rock?
Yep. Like, I came across J-Rock when J-Rock was originally signed to Strain Music with Tech Nine. Before he was with Black Hippie. Before he joined up with before he joined up with Kendrick and them and all of that. Which this is just me. We need a Black Hippie album. I'm just saying.
You know that ain't happening. It's what's the name? Ab-Soul. He like, man, y'all need to stop saying it's Kendrick Lamar and Black Hippie. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't David Ruffin and the Temptations. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, was like him and Schoolboy Q had a real big issue with Double XL when they covered. They had Kendrick Lamar and Black Hippie, like, and I agree with him. Like, yeah, man, you don't do that. Don't do that.
Control System is the name of the album you need to check out. That's what it's called. Control System.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. But to me, all of them is talented in there. All of them talented. All of them bring their own flavor. All of them bring their own set of bars. Like that's also a rarity, especially when it comes to a record label. That you have all the people that's in the label that's cold. Yeah. Like most labels, it's like you get the general. Okay, he cold. We know him because he the one that set the label off. Then there's the next person. He alright, and then everybody else just fall in.
Oh yeah, it's DMX. Then come Drag On. You know what I'm saying? Then come. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. Shit, you always got to start with the one that's the most powerful. Because remember when Saint Lunatics, Ali was supposed to be the Nelly of the group. If you didn't know,
that I didn't know.
Ali was supposed to be that guy, but they, I guess Nelly had that country grammar, and they was like, we got to rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And they just pushed him forward instead of Ali, and Nelly became the star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then even if you go to the St. Lunatics, the next person that was in line was Murphy Lee.
Yeah, I don't know.
Murph was cold to me out of the group.
Say that again.
I said Murph was cold to me out of the group.
He was cool. I don't know about cold, but he was cool though. He was cool.
Oh man, but. Okay, so let's get back to what I had spoke on earlier, but then I said I didn't want to jump off topic when we was talking about Royce. Mm-hmm. Did you see or did you hear the Eric Bellinger diss record, the Tory Lanez?
Man, that shit was crazy, dog.
That shit had me in tears. They hear they hear somebody singing a diss record. He was singing a diss, and that bitch was slapping too.
Crazy, dog. I was like, damn. What they call it, R&B. R&B.
Yeah, that's what the Joe Budden was called, the R&B.
They stupid, dog. That junk, yeah, that track was cold. I'm like, damn, this nigga went in.
That man, dog. You know who he married to?
Megan Good's sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you what I didn't know. I didn't know. You know that the group ISIS. From back in the day, it was 4 girls. Mm-hmm. They had that song with Jadakiss called Day and Night.
It sounds familiar, but continue.
Okay, she was in that group, and I never knew that was Megan Good's sister.
Shit, a lot of people don't remember Megan Good was the little girl that was at the ice cream truck on Friday.
Oh yeah, I hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her. Little young answer.
But okay, so we had a good year of hip hop last year. What are you looking for this year from everybody?
What am I looking for?
Yeah.
Consistency. Shit. As long as everybody coming with it, as far as like you know, the mainstream guys, they gonna always do their thing. Like, you know, the Drakes and the people we just named, the J. Coles.
Yeah.
I don't think Kendrick gonna drop nothing this year. Like, he probably chilling. You know what I mean? But
yeah, he riding the wave off of, you know, the Black Panther soundtracks.
And like, damn, still going for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I honestly can't say I'm looking forward to anybody else. Like, who else could we be looking forward to? Is Nas dropping this year? Right. Exactly. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? But
I mean, I was sold on the fact that, you know, he was dropping something when he put out Nas' album is done. I was like, oh shit, he about to drop some heat. That heat never came. That Heat never came. Like Detroit right now, the Heat never came.
Stupid, man. Nas album done.
Man, but okay, I will say this. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that his album was supposed to be dropping this year. Not sure if it is or not. I heard Jeezy supposed to be retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, hold up, wait. Now what I heard was Jeezy is supposed to be pretty much. I think he's gonna retire that whole thug motivation thing. The TM, I think TM 104 is what he's calling his last album. Last album. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that he was retiring. I don't know how true the whole thug motivation thing is, but like I literally heard that he was supposed to be retiring, like he was hanging it up.
Yeah, it was a cryptic tweet that he put out where he said started with TM 101, time to retire it or something like that. Time to class is over or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's cryptic, but a lot of people was like, yeah, he's done. You know what I'm saying? Because he pretty much said retiring thug motivation.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll
everybody see. Always talking that retirement shit and then be right back with the 4-5 on. Get the hell out of here, man.
That junk is crazy to me. It really is, because I never understood anybody, like, if you're good at something, you still selling records. Like, is it an ego thing? Like, they're not selling as much as when they first started. That's why they want to hang it up. Like, could it be that?
It could be, because if they was popping like they was, like stayed on that continuous, like whatever, where they didn't fall or whatnot.
Right.
Didn't fall, everything stayed the same. Yeah, they'll still be rocking. I think. But then again, you know, they got other passions. Like most musicians use this as a stepping stone to get to acting, opening businesses, you know what I'm saying, becoming business tycoons and all that type of stuff. Like this is a stepping stone. So I don't know.
Okay, so you probably don't want to care. You probably don't care about this news because his last album disappointed you. Well, his last album disappointed the both of us so much.
Oh.
But Lupe, he announced his next album. No.
Wait, what was his last album?
Dragas.
Oh yeah, that garbage. No wonder. Yeah.
Dragas Light. Dragas Light was his last album, and now he announced Dragas Wave. That's the name of the next one.
Yeah, I think we talked about this because I was like, leave that Dragas shit alone. Like, leave it alone, man. Like, step away from the Dragas.
He's still promoting that The Skulls is his final album. He still was saying that The Skulls is going to be his final album. Okay, though we were very disappointed in Dragas Light from Lupe Fiasco, is you interested in hearing his next album?
Yes and no. Because I swear, if I go like 4 or 5 songs in and it's on that same tip, I ain't listening to the rest. That's just what it is. I'm going to be like, all right, well, happy sailings. You know what I'm saying? Like, be on your way then. We don't need you anymore. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. No, I hope it's dope, man, because I think the last dope project that he dropped,
to me, was Food and Liquor 2.
What was it?
It was Food and Liquor 2.
That was the last dope album, but then he put out a project after that, Tetsu and something.
Yeah.
That was cold. It was dope.
That album.
It was cold. They had joints on there.
I'm gonna check it out. But okay, so also I forgot to say this earlier on in the show. Kanye West announced that Pusha T's album finally coming out. Man, what's up, dog? Like, is we gonna ever see this Pusha T album come to light?
It's coming. He put a date on it. I think it's like.
Didn't he have a date on it 2 years ago?
I don't think so.
Is any of these songs gonna be up to date or is it dated?
I'm not sure, man. Like I thought he was always in the works of this album, King Push. You know what I'm saying? But he had this title for a long time. Like even when his last album dropped, he had King Push coming soon and all that type of stuff. Getting his detox on. Motherfucker, like what's wrong with these rappers, man?
Yeah, that mug is looking like detox, man. Like that mug is probably ain't gonna never see the light of day. Shit. Oh, you heard the courts tell RZA that he can't buy his album back.
Yeah, that's messed up. You can't buy your own music back. That's crazy, man. I don't know how that worked. I don't know how he let that. Like, how did you get finessed out of your own album, though?
I mean, he didn't get finessed. I mean, shit, Martin Scorsese paid a pretty penny for it, but I think because of Martin Scorsese being a dick, they're trying to get the album back from him. And they like, nah, fam, you can't get it back. They was like, no, nigga, you're not getting that mug back. And then, of course, but I don't know. I mean, a part of me want to hear it, a part of me don't want to hear it, because a lot of people was like the album really wasn't that good. Like Method Man said the album really wasn't that good.
Method Man, yo, I'm pretty sure.
Method straight said he was like, man, the album really wasn't that good. Like, no, he was like, it's not worth trying to pay that much money to get the album back. He was like, the album is just really not worth that.
I thought I saw like Ghostface was trying to get it back. Ghostface and somebody else. I thought
Ghostface wanted it back.
Yeah. Like they on a mission to try to get it back. Like they in the works of trying to get it back, even though they've been told they couldn't get it back. But they're doing something to try to get it back. I don't know what, but they trying.
That's that whole thing of be careful who you sell your stuff to, man, because you don't know what kind of person that they are, you know. And then it's like when this dude became public enemy #1, especially what he ended up doing with the whole the HIV drugs or whatever. It was like this dude was basically just a bitch with money, like all intents and purposes. He was, you know, so. Like that to me, that jump was just it was a trip, you know, especially how everything went, and then you know, dude was just robbing people blind out of their money, and now he's supposed to be taking his punk ass to jail or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's doing some time too, like at least 5 years, something like that.
It's something like that.
5 to 7, something crazy, but.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, you know that the Illmatic Live Nas did from the Kennedy Center?
Yeah.
He dropping that the album for that.
That's dope.
So we do get a Nas album, but it's not a new Nas album.
Yeah, get that shit out of here. Like that's all well and fine, but I want a new one.
Man, dude, so I mean, any other topics you got, brother?
No, not really.
All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up this first live show, man. We'll come back with some old good stuff for y'all.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Shit, I don't know how you sign out on this joint, so just tell me when you're ready. You know what I mean?
Hey, thanks for listening, everybody, man. Hopefully, we can get y'all some more content or whatever. But for people that need to listen to the audio, we're gonna have additional stuff for the audio that we couldn't put on the live stream.
Right.
So just tune in.
Oh, indeed. That's Toucan Caps at SoundCloud.
Yep. And man, subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Make sure we're trying to also add on chat, so y'all can be able to interact with us while we're doing our thing. So we'll be able to talk to y'all and then throw y'all questions out there on the show or whatever, and then we can interact with y'all that way as well. Sorry we wasn't able to do it this time. We've been working real hard to try to get this live thing going. So thanks for checking us out.
Indeed.
Yep.